Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today this is going to be like a life update while I do a small get ready with me. This is my makeup case. I'm filming on my phone because my both batteries are dead, and so I'm filming on my phone. And yeah, so I'm going to be using my makeup case to film. I got a little hand mirror that I'll be using to talk to you. So again, I just wanted to do a life update with you guys and talk about where I've been, what I've been doing, what's going on in my life. So as you guys know, my mom passed away in September, and so there's been a lot that has transpired. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I'm gonna put it on my fan on white noise and see if that helps. 1 second, let's see. I'll put it on sleep. We'll see if that helps. And if I have not done a video showing you guys this unit that I purchased. I'm in between letting my hair grow out and my puppy is barking. Letting my hair grow out underneath, and so I just wanted to do something different while I figure out what I want to do next. So this is a very easy, simple $59 Amazon unit that I'm loving. I literally just place it on and put a little mousse and water right in here, and that's it. So let me go check on him. So I had to go get my spoiled papa. My spoiled papa. This is Cody. It's Cody. So let's get back to talking. So anyway, as I was saying, my mom passed away, and I was on a hybrid schedule, and I was taking my time trying to, process losing her. And oh, by the way, I'm going to talk about this video is to talk about jobs, recruiting, hybrid schedules, remote, all of that. And I don't know if anybody knew or knows, I was working in a recruiting world. My title was talent acquisition coordinator, but I still learned all the aspects of being a recruiter while helping my peers. So I screened calls, I sourced for people, scheduled people with managers. So quote unquote still junior recruiter is what I call myself. So I know in the 2.5 years in the role, I feel like I learned a lot. Even though when you're looking for a job in this field, 2.5 years does not. 2.5 years means something, but volume means more. So they want to know how many people what was your average a day or a week of recruiting. And so mine was small because I was like a backup person. So that makes it hard. That's where I'm going with this. It makes it hard for me in this field because I didn't have my own block of business where I could actually say, oh yeah, I hired 50 people or 50, 75 or 75 to 100. I didn't have that because I was like a backup person when people went on vacation. But I learned the job. All that to say that when my mom went in for surgery, Cody, leave that alone. We're going to do some editing, I already see. When my mom went in for surgery, the company started a new platform that they were training on. So I was missing a couple of days of the training when she went in for surgery. And then when she suddenly passed away, I did not return to work. Of course, I did not right away. So, I missed the training. My mom passed in September. I pretty much went back to work 40. We can't have this going on right now. Mommy's trying to film. I went back to work, I'm gonna say right before Thanksgiving, because I remember cooking Thanksgiving Eve and kind of working. So I went back on a, what was I on? I went back to work on a, oh God, what do they call it? I'll probably have to post it up here. I was on FMLA 2 days out the week. Short-term disability, FMLA, and I can't think of it. I'll post it. I'll put what I did. Anyway, I worked 3 days a week and I was off 2 days a week. And that worked for me while I was learning how to deal with the loss of my mom. But I also thought, let me just keep busy, because I felt like I was just sleeping all day and I wasn't doing anything but crying and sleeping all day, not getting out of bed till 11 and 12 to have coffee. Let's put on some primer. Not getting out of bed till 11 and 12 to have coffee. And so I wanted to keep busy. Some people were like, why did you do that? You should have taken the time off. Everybody deals with grief in their own way. And I was trying to deal with mine in my own way. I'm sorry, guys. I have to leave the door a little crack for him to get in and out. So let's hope that I'm not distracted by things going on in the house. I tried to wait until work was being done outside so you guys could hear me. So yeah. So I took some time. I took time to breathe and work and stay busy. So again, I was doing 3 days on, 2 days off. I even worked during Christmas break when most people take time off, because again, just trying to keep busy, trying to keep my mind occupied, all while trying to figure out how to deal with losing my mom. So then, Lord, I hope I have a brush in here or a sponge. So then we're into January now. We're into January, and I'm still not ready to come back to my hybrid schedule, but I was back doing a full schedule, 5 days a week at home. Okay, so I was doing 5 days a week at home, and they kept telling me it was okay. And I intermittent FMLA. That's what I had, intermittent FMLA. If you work in HR or benefits, you know what that means. Or if you've had to take time off, intermittent FMLA. When you need to take FMLA for any reason, it's whenever you need to do it. And it's approved. I wasn't in therapy, but because I had such a close relationship with my doctor, that's who I sought for my depression, loss, all that. So she was the one that I went to for my paperwork. And so that's what I used, intermittent FMLA. But again, I still came back and worked 5 days because I wanted to keep busy. And in that time, I was teaching myself the new platform because training was over, but it was tape trainings. So I had things to reflect on and go back to. So I did that. It also was coming up time for, my boss kept asking me about coming back to work, hybrid schedule. I kept saying that I was not ready yet, which I was not. I shouldn't even been back to work yet. So I came back. I did hybrid schedule. She wanted to know when I was going to do hybrid scheduling in the office. Fruit, which I should have put some liquor in it. She wanted to know when I was going to do hybrid come back in the office. I wasn't ready because the hospital was very close to the job. I wasn't ready. I kept saying that. Okay. So then I noticed, we're coming up on end of the year review. And I noticed everybody had their review but me. So I said, am I gonna have my end of year review? Oh yeah, you're gonna have yours. You're gonna have your end of year review next week. Well, when I was set to have it was when it was going to be the last week before it was going to be it was set on a Thursday, and Friday was the last day. Like if I didn't agree with it, that I had time, that I would have to rebuttal. So I thought that to be odd because everybody had already had theirs. Usually my one-on-ones were early part of the week, and it was pushed all the way to a Thursday. That struck me as odd, okay? So I said, okay. So when it was time for me to have it, I jumped online. First of all, it got rescheduled at the last minute for the next 30 minutes. Instead of at 10, it started at 10:30. Okay. Still not thinking nothing of it. But in my head, I was like, this ain't adding up. Oh, and then I was told, don't worry about your hybrid schedule in February if you need more time. It's okay if you need more time. So I jump online, and there is the human resource business partner online. And if you've ever been in this type of situation online, or you're going to get let go, your manager and human resource business partner should be together. They should already be online together, okay? They were not. So that was already key for me to know what was going on, because they messed up and he was on there and she was not, and she should have been. And I said, well, hello. And he says, hi, how are you doing? I said, well, I guess not good if you're on here. And he said, yeah, and then she pops in. So yeah, well, we've come on here to let you know that, you know, nothing to do with your performance, nothing to do with your performance or anything like that. You're a great employee, but we're eliminating your role. I've been with the company for 8 years, guys. For 8 years. And this was my 3rd role, which was good. Learned a lot. Came in, graduated with my bachelor's. Also earned my master's while I was there, all on my own dime, because they did not give me no money. I take that back. For my bachelor's, when I got hired, I was about to graduate the next month. And I got an increase before I started. But for my master's, I tried to put in the tuition reimbursement because they didn't tell me to go to school for that, so there was no reimbursement for me. Okay, fine. I went to school on my own, so I ain't sweated, I ain't tripped. So after 3 roles and the pandemic, now all of a sudden you're eliminating my role. Do you know what that feels like when you've lost your mother and you're still trying to grieve, and then your role is eliminated? And it's because we don't have that much. There's no workflow, like, Now, to be fair, when I started training myself on the platform, I saw that it kind of cut out the middleman. I saw that. But there also was so many talks about me helping other teams, doing other stuff. But it was almost like I had to be in the office to get this, to get it, for it to be available for me to do. But because I would not, it felt like because I would not comply and come back in a hurry when they wanted me to, that my role was eliminated. I'm gonna show y'all how I sat on that call, on that Teams call. As a matter of fact, I had glasses on, and I'm glad I did, because I didn't want them. I just sat there like that. I didn't say anything. Asked me did I have any questions. I didn't have any questions. I think back to when I first started there in 2015. I lost 5 family members in 2015 with my first boss when I started there. When I tell you the grace that man had for me, losing my father and having to go to California and plan a funeral. I had never planned a funeral before. With people on my dad's side of the family who were against everything I wanted to do, which he had no will, and for years told me to do whatever I wanted to do. I had to allow for people to get to California from here, from everywhere. And you only get 5 to 7 days when you lose a parent. I had already been there about 4 days, and still nothing was planned, and I had to allow people to get there. So the boss that I had then called me, and he said, he was checking on me. He said, "What's going on?" And I'm crying, I'm blubbering because I ain't got no funeral plan. I'm new at this job, and I'm here trying to bury my father. And I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I said, I'm still trying to let people get here for the service, and we still haven't planned the service. The patience and the love and the consideration that he had for my family and for me. I had to pull my daughter out of school, take work with me, take her work with me, all while trying to plan a funeral. And the grace that he gave me, the grace that God extended him to give to me in that moment. These jobs don't owe us anything, but it's the people who you work with. I'm not saying they owe you anything, but because they have grace. And some people don't have that. They don't have empathy. They don't have grace. And I learned that with my mom. With my dad, I was able to take my time and figure it out and come back. I think I was gone for 10 days. And came back to a group of people who supported me and had money waiting for me when I came back, which was so helpful when I came back. I didn't have that with my mom. I did not have that with her. It was always, let us know what you want to do. When do you think you're coming back? No grace. So we're 12 minutes and 30 seconds in. We're not going to hesitate. We're not going to stay stuck on that. I also, so I was let go. With a severance package and still being able to get my bonus. Awesome to be able to do that after 8 years. Okay, so that's what I survived. So then I gotta get back out here in this market that I only know how to work from the recruiting end. I haven't done this in 8 years. Look for a job? I haven't done this. So I'm out here in this recruiting world, even though I got, I still can take my time because I got severance and stuff like that. You still want to be ready. You still want to be ready. So that's what I was trying to do. Be ready. So I got my resume out there. They actually, the company set me up with I can't think of it, but you guys know when there's a layoff and they set you up with a company that's going to help you, figure it out. This is my contour brush. I can't see. We're going to use it. They set you up with a company, because I didn't bring all my brushes in here. They set you up with a company that will help you, get your resume together, get you back out there. So that's what they did. So I didn't start with them right away. But when I did, I was grateful. They turned that resume around for me, because I had been trying different platforms on my own, trying to fix it up. And it wasn't getting no hits. It wasn't hitting on nothing. And when they took it and turned it around, oh boy, it got some hits. They did that. They did that. So that was helpful for me. And so I started getting a lot of contract calls, which I already was kind of trying to feel out. My background is also administrative assistant, executive assistant, sales support coordinator, and talent acquisition specialist. So I had a lot I could play around with. And what's hard out here, guys, is having all these resumes for all these different things that you know how to do. But you got to figure out what you want to do. So in my head, I knew that, I really don't want to go back into the admin world. And at this age, I just turned 54 July 30th. At this age, y'all, I ain't trying to climb nobody's corporate ladder no more. I just want a 9 to 5. Truth be told. Maybe a couple of extra hours here and there, but I don't want nothing more than that. I want to do my hours and go home. I don't necessarily want to be totally remote. I don't have to be. I like getting up, making myself up, wearing my things. I like it, so I don't mind the hybrid schedule. So I had to figure out where I wanted to be. So I decided, okay, I think I want to stay in the talent acquisition world, because I don't want to go back to being an admin. I don't want to be an executive assistant. Don't want to do that. So I think I want to stay in this world. So they fixed my resume up. Beautiful. Let me tell y'all. Beautiful. That resume was getting hits. So I started like, okay. And God always opens the door for me just in time. Just in time. When one well is done, the next one opens up all the time. Blessed in that way. So, got a call for a contract position. Recruiter was just like, you're it. She got me in the door. And not to brag or anything, I have always worked for or gotten jobs at big Fortune 500 companies. Always. So she got me in. She was like, I know that you're perfect for this. You're going to be great for this. I'm like, okay. She got me in. So this role was more of like it's the executive like scheduling. So this company does they do a lot of hiring, so a lot of scheduling. And this is for the executive team. So this lady was training me up under her before she took her yearly vacations. And so it was a fast training. Gotta pick up on it. And people might think like, okay, guys, did this cut off again? So I'm not sure where we left off, but anyway, went into a contract position, lost the contract, was supposed to last for 6 months, did not. After a month and some days, I was locked out of the computer with no explanation as to why or why it didn't continue to go permanent or anything. So, yeah, that's how that happened. And so, like for me, I didn't get closure. And in this world, to have been somewhere for 8 years and now trying to start over is a very hard thing. A very hard thing. It's not the same out here, guys. It's really not. And at this age, it's not. And for me to have the experience that I have as a talent acquisition coordinator or a specialist, whatever, I could fall under either one, a recruiter. Hold on. There's a lot going on in my background. I'm so sorry, y'all. It makes it hard out here for me when they're looking for senior recruitment positions, because they're looking for you to have that background of hiring, I'm going to say 50 to 75 to 100 people, having a plate like that. And I didn't have a plate like that. So I am praying that God will allow someone to give me that footing and let me in and learn and start off as a junior or whatever, or even go back to where I was, the talent acquisition specialist. But this world out here, and this talent world being on this side versus working on the other side, it's really hard. And I hope that I tried not to ever make anybody feel like, I didn't get back to them, talk to them. Recruiters reach out to you. I use LinkedIn a lot. They reach out to you and they're so gung-ho on, you getting back to them and them getting back to you, but they don't give that same courtesy. And I don't know if you've noticed it out there. So I am starting to use this platform to try and educate people on what to do and what not to do in this whole job recruiting era. How to prepare ourselves, how to be ready, and also not to let yourself get so emotionally and mentally burnt by these people not getting back to you. They call you, they want to know when you're available, when's your first availability, you give them your first availability. They act like, I got this lined up for you, and you don't hear from them for 2 weeks, and probably won't even call back if you don't call back and reach out. I think that's tacky. That's tacky. I wasn't allowed to do that. I couldn't get away with not getting back in touch with people. That was not okay. When I had my one-on-ones, I had to have a follow-up as to what I was doing and where I was at. Is anybody holding these people accountable for this type of stuff? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like it's okay to just follow up with people, and when they're not exactly what you want after you've hyped them up, you don't call back and say nothing. Where they do that at? Out here in this world today. So I'm going to start to use this segment to try and help you guys figure out how to avoid this, how to not get stressed out, how to not let this take you mentally, because it will. I have a friend that I talk to. We conversate about this through the week, and I don't make it, yes, I need a job. Yes, I do. And yes, I will get one. But I'm not going to mentally lose myself in trying to get a job. I'm not. Because what God has for me is for me, and He will give it to me when I'm supposed to have it. I'm not. Now, I will hold them to their word. I will contact them back and say, hey, I told one of them, I said, hey, I thought we connected on, getting back to each other. And this had, sorry guys. This had been after 2 weeks she didn't get back to me. I thought we connected on that. I thought that was something we had in common. And of course she came back with, hours later. She made me wait to the end of the day before she gave me a response. That's cool. But I made you respond. You owe me that. And she tried to say that, they had other people that they were looking at for the position. You owed me that, to at least say that. Because you and I had already discussed that I wasn't qualified for what you actually called me for, you were supposed to be looking into something else and getting back to me. You even sent me benefit information. So come on. So it's hard being on this side of the table when I came from the other side of the table. And I tell you, when I get back there, I'll never make a person feel like they've made me feel. Never. Not gonna happen. So yeah, that's where we're at, guys. That's my life update. I am just jumping on here and realizing what I could be using my page for. And it's going to be to blast and teach. Blast these recruiters and teach you guys how to get out there and get that job. And sorry guys, I keep getting cut off because I need space. So that's it for my face. That's all I'm going to do. This was just a quick get ready with me and talk to you guys about this whole recruiting world, where I've been and what I'm doing. And if you have some questions on recruiting, if there's something you want to know, something you think you want me to discuss about recruiting, this whole recruiting world, job hunting, just, ask below. For those of you who are here that are new, my name is Mia. The name of my channel is True Leo 38, because I am a true Leo at heart. And let me show you this outfit, this dress, guys. And don't mind my office, it's a mess. This is from Amazon, and it comes it's long. And it has these pockets. This is how the back is made. So yeah, but I love it. It's perfect for this weather. But I just wanted to do a get ready with me and talk to you guys about where I've been and what's been going on. And again, this platform is going to, of course, be doing lots of stuff like I always am, but I'm being held accountable to be more consistent. So I don't know what days of the week I'll be filming and posting, but my goal is 2 videos a week, and so this is my first one. And again, I want to come on here and start talking about the role that I used to work in and help you in any way that I can. I don't have any contacts with jobs. I'm still looking for myself, but if there's any way I can help you as far as, your interviews and what you want to ask and resumes. I'm not perfect at resumes, but I can give you an idea. I can look at them. So please don't hesitate to ask questions in the comments. And thanks for being here, supporting me. My channel has been out here since 2019, 2020, and I wanted to soar. And so I realized this is something that I can speak on. And this is my public trying to come back here and be with us.